And we are live from the Hawk's Nest, as requested by Hydrofox. This is the 8th show of the March of the Etceterati tour. Welcome, everybody. Let's see, who do I see? I see Allegra's here, OBJ is here, Dom is here, Enigma. I see that Bug Word of the Day URL didn't work. I don't know why that's on my list. Cubit is here, Buddy Nova's here, Flabs is here, Frambox, Electric Blue, Broskiff, Devil's Nest, Kimberly, Catma 2 is back, Moonraker, our new sub is here, 13th Nile, and Niplar. Niplar is here. Niplar was, I think, my second follower on Twitch. How are you? How are you, Niplar? It's good to see you. How's it going? Man. Old school. I saw in chat a donation from Niplar. Thank you so much. Wow, a donation from Niplar to start off the show. Thank you so much, Niplar. I see in chat, I saw a couple things in chat just as the show was starting. I saw that I now have to compete against Mr. Rogers. That's not fair. There's no way I can win in that battle. You know what's sort of a bummer about that is that you know how a bunch of streamers did little videos for Mr. Rogers, like musicians and stuff. They did not ask me, sadly, but I saw that they were doing it. I was like, oh, I want to do this, and I did a little arrangement. I didn't finish it though. I was like, I wrote to Twitch Creative. I was like, hey, if I do this song, will you guys use it? And they're like, it's too late. We've already done it all. So I was very disappointed because I was psyched about this arrangement I was working on. And the other thing I saw is Contour said that someone didn't know what Freebird was. Yeah, Freebird. I don't know how it started. So yeah, Freebird is a Leonard Skinner song, and maybe it's just a thing that happens in the U.S. But if you go to a bar, even big rock concerts. You could go see a Britney Spears concert, and somebody in the audience, somebody's dad, is going to yell out Freebird. For some reason, it's the song that always gets requested. It's basically, it's the sandstorm of us old folks' generation. But by the band Leonard Skinner. It is a pretty epic track. It's got some sweet guitar solos on it, But whether or not it should have the stature that it does as the most requested song of all time, I don't know. But if you were wondering why people shout out Freebird, that is what I know of the history. I'm sure I'm missing something. Oh, man. Hey, OVJ. Oh, Mr. Rogers is back. Does anyone know, is it 24/7? Is it like, is it going to be like Bob Ross? It's just part of Twitch now? That would be amazing. That would be so amazing. It made me pretty happy when I hadn't seen it. I hadn't seen Mr. Rogers since I was a little kid. But I watched a little bit of it when it was on Twitch, last year. And it just brought me right back. I felt like I'd watched every episode. I'm old enough that I remember Saturday morning cartoons. I don't think Saturday morning cartoons are quite what they used to be. Maybe they're not even on at all, but they used to be a huge deal. Like, huge. You were not a legitimate kid if you did not have a schedule on Saturday mornings to watch. And then on Monday, you'd be expected to consult with all the other kids what you had seen, what He-Man did, what happened on Looney Tunes. what the trouble Scooby-Doo got into last time. We got a host from Dom to start off the show. Thank you so much, Dom. Dom, our amazing mod. He also has this really cool channel, Dom Radio. Please go check it out if you haven't yet. Electric Boo says, I watch cartoons on YouTube on Saturday morning. You know what I love about this new setup, and I said this last time, I'm going to say it again. I love that I can move around. You know, I feel like I was chained before. I'm free again. Okay, let's see. Oh, we got some milestones. I think I fixed some of the milestones. Oh, we got some resubs. We have a 7-month resub from Broskiff. And Broskiff writes, keep up the great work. What you do is amazing. Oh, thank you, Broskiff. Thank you so much. Broskiff with just awesome support. Broskiff has given so many cheers on this channel. And then Flabs with 11 months. I can't believe we're almost to a year. Thank you so much, Flabs. So I think I'm a... I cannot tell you how many times up until 10 minutes before the show, I'm a wreck. I was literally I had to start prepping for the show. I have to start prepping for the show an hour early, at least, minimum. I mean, I can push it and do it in 30 minutes, but I'm in real trouble if something goes wrong. Anyway, I was lying on the floor. I don't have a pad that was set up. I was just lying on the floor of my studio on the carpet, feeling sick. But you guys have energized me. Look, your Maximus is here with is that a new capitalization? Your Maximus? Emphasizing the germ of your Maximus? We got some milestones. I'm going to do a minor copy rant, maybe after this song. I'm going to keep it real short, but I had something, well, we'll see. I'm not going to tell everything about it, but it's going to be interesting. Oh, and I just saw the notes from Nipfar. Nipfar wrote on his donation, lots of love from your old Twitch friend. Thank you, Nipfar. Yeah, Nipfar goes way back. Are you still hanging with that crew, Nipfar? I hope I'm not getting this confused, but were you you were from somewhere in Northern Europe, right? Sweden, or am I remembering right? I hope I'm not messing that up. We also got a cheer from Kate Johnson. Thank you, Kate Johnson. Oh, and ClaraBowBunny is here. ClaraBowBunny. I've talked about this before, but when you're a Twitch streamer and you're just starting out, like, I think, the Twitch streamers that have like 50,000 people watching them, I guarantee they remember the first viewers that watched their show. Even now that like and even now they have 1 million followers, they remember their first followers. They'll never forget their first followers. Let's see, we have a bunch of follows. Speaking of, we got, this maybe is from the last show, we got Miss Jacqueline Frost, Greenzoid 2. I'm going to skip that one. Ivelin, JPlay RPG, and Zurazal. That one's pretty clever. It's right on the line, but I'm going to skip it. Yeah, I'm going to skip it. It's right on the line. Okay, let's see. We got some milestones. So I think I fixed a few of the things that happened last show. Let's see. First up, we got our first requests of type. This track's going to feature Moonraker 0071's first drum fill ever. Congrats on that first. Congrats on that first. And let's see other milestones. This track features Broskiff's 5th BPM request, Buddy Nova's 25th drum fill, and Masked Enigma's 150th sound. That's a crazy stat right there. That's not even total requests. That is just sounds. Enigma, 150 sounds. Congrats on those milestones. Okay, we got, let's see, what are our requests? So we're going to, this switches, what happens at this point? I press this button. Okay. When I press this button, tell me if the volume goes up, okay? Of the background music. Within the next 15 seconds, does the background suddenly go up? Let's see. Oh. Okay, so I've zeroed out. Let's see, what do I need to do? I'm going to initialize, import our track names. Those aren't our track names. Those aren't either. There they are. Come on, sequel. You can do it. Get these drum fills in. The volume stayed the same? That is huge. Actually, I don't know. I don't think I fixed that, though. Just before the show, I finally got around to trying to figure out a couple of these weird volume spikes that happened during the show. I think I figured out 2 of the 3, with that being the third, but maybe it fixed, maybe what I did fixed that in a different way. I don't know. Let's see. What am I doing here? I really need this part. That's such a hassle. There we go. Oh, thanks, Nipar. Thanks so much. Let's see. Okay, we got our tracks in here. Yeah, Nipar, have you seen the light show yet? The light shows are probably the most dramatic addition to the show. Okay, but I didn't bring in a melody, did I? No, we did. So I think I fixed melody. It wasn't the melody was broken. I'll tell you what I did with melodies. So here's our melody generator up. That's my debugger. That's not a debugger. It's a utility. So you guys recall that I couldn't get melody to work recently? And it was because I had accidentally changed the setting where the melodies could only be within basically 3 notes, which doesn't work. I didn't design it to work that way. So it was a user interface, user input error on my part, not a coding error on my part. Usually it's a coding error on my part, but not this time. Oh, and look at this. So we're in G-flat Dorian, and we have a melody request from Flaps. Melody. I can't even read it. Okay, so this is going to be tricky because we have double flats in G-flat Dorian. It's going to make my life complicated. Okay, let's make this melody. Okay, generate melody. After all this, I hope it does in fact work. There it did. It did. Okay. Where's my piano though? There it is. Okay, so here's our chord. Okay, here is Flab's melody. It's really long. How am I gonna remember all this? Okay. Okay, here it is. I'm so messed up with all the accidentals. Let me try that once more. Let me read it on that line. That's a little easier to read. Okay. I'm not used to reading double flats. Let me try one more time. Wait, I forgot. Do I know how to accidental? Yeah, okay. Okay, one more try. There it is. Let's see. Okay, I got it. There it is. That was embarrassing. I struggled with that. Struggled with my double flats and F flat. Okay, there's the melody. Let's check out our drum moves. Thank you, Flabs. Our drum kit is, what is it? It's the Smash Kit. Okay, so let's check out these loops. First up, we have from Qubit the Main. Let's Oh, that worked. Okay, here's Qubit the Main raw from our generator. Okay, nice. Let's just put a kick on one, I think. I think I want that kick on one. And yeah, no snares. We're going to leave that like it is. That's a sweet beat. That's really sweet. Thank you, Qubit. Next up, here it is, Niplar. Niplar. And here's Niplar raw. Nice. Let's just put that kick there. Lower that snare just a bit. Lower that snare just a bit. I do want to de-emphasize those slightly. And okay, here it is, Niplar's beat. Yeah, sweet. Sweet. We got our beats. Okay, let's see. What do we do now? Oh, this is where I have to do this tricky. I have to press this button. There we go. I wish I could do that in one stroke, but let's see. What are our sounds? We have... No! Ah. Okay, I pressed that too soon. So I guess start voting while I demo the sounds. We're not going to see the sound stats. I screwed up. We got vintage bass. We got war mode clavinet. From the first one was from Moonraker 0071. We have clavinet from Kate Johnson. We got luscious strings from Enigma. We have violins 2 trill from Jubal. We have dissonant bells from Allegra. And we have percussion element from OBJ. Oh, this is a sweet set of sounds. So, meanwhile, let me just get this melody on my fingers one more time. There it is. So as always with melodies, I'm going to play the notes in sequence, but I'm going to change the rhythms, and I might do variations on it eventually. But I'll do it at least once straight. Okay, let's fade this in. Was the hydration bot in chat? Did I see that? Was it here again? I hope that's a permanent thing on Twitch. That's a really good... I mean, streamers on Twitch destroy themselves. Twitch should create a bunch of mental health bots to just make sure that we're all, you know... That is good water. Has anyone in chat heard the term government juice? I was introduced to this term a while ago. It's water. Government juice. Government juice. Okay. Turn on Metro. Okay, yeah, we done that. Okay, I'm gonna. Hold on. I'll do the white show. Let's do it. Let's see. There's this one bug I just cannot figure out. It's so annoying. It involves writing files across computers. And basically I check to see that the modification date of this file has changed, just so I know that in fact has been updated, right? And I think sometimes it takes a while for it to get updated on the computer or something. So the script says, hey, you didn't actually write the file, but I did. But I still need to double check. Okay, I'm ending the poll. Dom says, can you run the hydrate command? We forgot it. I didn't know there was a hydrate command. Was there? Did I create one? I mean, that would be something I would do. Create something and then forget about it. There's all these things with this keyboard that I coded for during the songs that I've forgotten that I created. All these crazy things I could do. I don't know. I can't. Katie Winch says, rather than check for file mod date, maybe have a line atop of file with date stamp or compare against. Maybe, well, what I'm writing is as a SQLite database. Is that what I'm doing? I can't remember. I mean, it is a database. I'm trying to remember if yeah. So so here's exactly what's happening. Before each track, my master computer needs to update the SQLite database that the light show accesses. It's very tedious for it to update it over the network. It just takes too long to do it over the network. To actually run SQL commands over the network, it's really slow, believe it or not. So what I do is I create a local version of the database, and then I write it over the network to where it's supposed to be. That's way faster than when I was trying to directly access the database over the network. But that's a good suggestion. I think about that. There might be some way I can incorporate that. Yeah. Okay, what is it? Chad has chosen Kate Johnson's sound of warm old clavinet. I love the Stay Hydrated bot. Who is responsible for this bot? This is the best bot. Best bot ever. Okay, let's do it. Time to Etceterate. Hopefully everything works. I didn't check the cameras. Here we go. Oh, wait. I still have a few things to do. What am I saying? Okay. Fade into black. Time to Etceterate. Something happened. Technical problem. Hold on. That's not supposed to be playing. What just happened? Did I screw up my That's weird. Anyway. Well, that's not changing either. No, I got to change it earlier. Oh, now I'm frozen. What happened? There we go. Okay. Oh. Heavens to Betsy. What's going on? Anyway, thanks to those calves. Thank you for those calves. So I don't know. Oh, I should check if the cameras are working. Like I said, I didn't have time to check them, and I paid the price. Okay. Well, that camera looks horrible. One of those cameras looks awful. Camera 3? No, camera 2. Camera 2 looks awful. You look awful, camera 2. You know why it is? It's because camera 2 apparently went out of focus. Look at that. Totally out of focus. Okay, anyway, we got some cheers in there. Cheers from Dom. Thank you so much for that cheer. And a cheer, a Dat Melodica cheer from Broskov, and a Dat Vocals cheer from Broskov as well. Thank you so much for those cheers. Don't let me forget, I need to focus camera 2 before we start the next track. But now they're all working. They weren't working before, at least. Let's see. We got some new follows. We've got Shaolin Mother Funk, Eric Webb, and Cecila 625. Welcome and thank you for those follows. If you're new, I hope you'll make a request. You can still get in on the next track we're about to do. If you're new, you have a very high likelihood of getting in. And my suggestion is run a drum loop command, ! Drum loop, and I'll turn your username into a drum loop. But you can do things, you can choose all the sounds. There's all sorts of ways you can influence the music I do. Everything I do is made up on the spot, but I build it out of what you guys give me. Let's see. Let's do our titles. You guys also name the tracks. Hey, VD Game School is here as well. Who else? Oh, Buddy Nova's here. Oh, Dom says, I did not cheer, I donated, but my message was cheers. You're confusing me, Dom. Well, thank you for that donation, Dom. Yeah, I was confused. Okay, let's do our titles. You can't go wrong giving me a clav sound. I love clav sounds. And that bass with the clav, I was doubling them up. I sort of record my clav line, then have the bass play the same line. They sounded so nice together. Okay, let's see. From Catma 2, we got Spirals in Motion. From Buddy Nova, we've got Only the Strong Survive. And actually, while I'm, this is the slowest part of the show when I'm trying to figure out the titles. So I'm going to try to remember to recommend activities to keep you guys occupied while you're waiting me to select the titles. And here's the first activity. I want, if some of my veterans could run a greet me command. Basically, you guys can create custom messages that our bot will say to you when you write your first message of the day. And you can have multiple messages, and the bot will choose different ones each day. Just make sure they're in the spirit of our channel. But yeah, if some of you guys can demonstrate some greet me's and new folks, all right, and that's only the beginning. You can basically contribute to almost everything the bot says. You can help customize it. Okay, let's see, 2 more. We got Curvature from ClaraBowBunny. I said, now I have 2 more. From Devils is Kimberly, Funky Geometry. And one last one. One last one. From Electric Blue, Fade to Black. Okay, those are your title options. Oh, thank you for the reminder, Stay Hydrated, bot. I will do it. I'm going to be so hydrated now. I'm going to be overhydrated. I'm going to get high off of water. Okay, let's see. Let me do a couple quick shout outs. We had Noir Times from Moonraker 0071. We had Sailing with Mr. Jolly Rogers from OBJ. Camera 3 is dead. Long live Camera 4. Kruvek is here. Nice. Okay, let's see. What did I do on that track? I did a little melodica and voice. So I uploaded our March 12th show to YouTube. And I got an email from YouTube, an automated email, saying the video had been blocked on copyright grounds, blocked worldwide. So, I logged into YouTube, and let's end this poll first. Let's end this poll first. And it's Curvature. ClaraBowBunny has named it with Curvature. Nice. Thanks everyone for your titles. That track, courtesy ClaraBowBunny, is Curvature. What a nice word, Curvature. Was that the word of the song? What was the word of the song? Oh, okay. I need to remember to check what the word of the song is. Anyway, it turned out I was surprised. This is the first time. I didn't know this even happened. I was cited for a visual copyright violation, and they showed me the part. They tell you where it is that you've been cited, and I went to the part of the video, and I saw it was during a light show, and I used a clip that is in the Creative Commons attribution that I know is legit for me to use. So I contested it, and then they told me what I supposedly had ripped off. And I'm not going to say the big corporation who this is yet, because I want to see if they're going to be cool about it. But anyway, I went to the video that I supposedly ripped off, and they were using this clip that I originally got it from as well. We both got this from the same source, Creative Commons, right? So this big corporation took this Creative Commons piece of artwork that the creator of this clip had said anyone can use provided they, give attribution. This big corporation copyrighted it and is trying to block me from using it. And not only that, they took this animation and they put this horrible graphic on top of it. So obviously, it was obvious I didn't get it from their video because my video didn't have this huge block in front of the animation. So anyway, I've contested it. We'll find out what happens. Let's see. Let's get these. We're gonna have some first-time drum loops on this next track. I'm psyched. First time drum moves coming up. We got a first time melody coming up. Yeah, Katie Lynch, it wasn't audio, it was visuals. It wasn't an audio issue. I was cited for the visuals specifically. So essentially, what it's like, what they did, it'd be like a corporation saying, "We now own Shakespeare, and since you're using Shakespeare, you can't use it because we said it's ours now." It's basically what they did. But I'm not going to get into who it is, who the artist is, or who the corporation is, because I don't. If they don't do anything, then I'm just going to let it slide. But if they do, if they challenge my challenge, then I'm going to get the artist involved because he'll probably be pretty angry that they're doing that. Let's see. And who? Oh yeah, we already ended that. We're gonna do another track. What am I talking about? Yeah, as Sim says, I mean that there's a extremely remote possibility of that, but knowing who this artist is and the way he works, I don't think that's the case. And also knowing how, somewhat about how YouTube does their algorithms. So I've been cited for audio violations as well, and totally bogus. And the audio stuff, unfortunately, I haven't even tried to challenge because the way the audio thing is set up, like, it's too risky. Even though I know I'm 100% of the clear, and any sane human being, if you listen to it, there's no resemblance whatsoever. It's all computer algorithms. But unfortunately, the way YouTube copyright strikes are set up, it's way in favor of the big corporations, and the rest of us are. It's like we just have to accept whatever they say. It doesn't matter if it's your own content. If they say it's theirs, you're screwed. It's like what am I going to do? Sue? You know, I can't do anything. But in this case, at least I have one appeal I can do, and if they reject the appeal, then it's not. Oh, we got a raid. Hey, Fall Raid, two shows in a row we get a Fall Raid raid. Oh, awesome, man! How's it going, Fall Raid? It's good to see you. It's Fall Raid in the Yeehaw Cartel. Let's see. I just want to get this one step done, and then I'm gonna do your yeehaw. I just gotta get one thing here before things explode. Is it 3 in a row? 3 yeehaws in a row? Oh, we got a bunch of first-time people on this. I'm just getting so I can run this script. It'll take just 1 second, but I want to give Fall Raid a good yeehaw. Okay, I can let this script run now. Okay. Hey, Fall Raid is having a blast. You have a good show? Whoops. I didn't screw this up, did I? Oh, I see what happened. Oh, that's why. Okay. There it is. So, chat, if you haven't checked out Fall Raid before, Fall Raid's been an awesome supporter of our channel. You'll see him on this screen right here. There he is. Look at that. Top patron of the month and the week. Fall Raid is an awesome streamer. Please go follow him if you haven't yet. And he brings with him the lovely Yeehaw Cartel, a sweet crew. And in honor of their raids, I try to give them a good yeehaw. Whoops, that script is just not wanting to run. So I just want to get this script going. Okay, now you go. There you go. Okay. B Crafty says he was playing a pirate game, maybe a Yarha. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. That's a good idea. That's a great idea. We're doing it. We're gonna do a Yarha. Let's see. Okay. Did I blow your eardrums last time? Did I? Oh, let's do it. We're doing it. We're gonna do a Yarha. So yar is something you say low, right? You don't say yar high. So yi is usually high yi and a low ha. So I feel like yar ha has to be opposite. It has to be a low yar and a high ha. Let's see. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go way away from the mic. Oh, that's. Oh, if only I had wireless. Okay, here we go. Yar-ha! Oh, man. Oh, man. I don't know, was that any good? My yar-ha. Okay, we got some. The cowboy. Now that would be a sweet show. You know, we've got cowboys and aliens. What about cowboys and pirates? Now that would be a sweet show. Okay, let's see. We got some milestones. We got some milestones. First up, Faray says, we'll be on my alerts soon. Faray at this point has what? You must have 50 yeehaws of me. Okay, what are our milestones on this track? If I can... Where's my mouse? Ah! Mouse, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. First request ever. We got a first request ever from Alex Moore in a sound. Hey, Alex. We got Showin' Mother Funk with a drum fill and Tom Bad Goes Live has two first requests ever, a drum fill and a drum loop. Awesome. We got our thank yous. Congrats on those first of many, as I like to say. This next track will also feature, OBJ's first melody for OBJ. And lastly, let's see our requests. Oh wait, did I miss milestones? Wait, because I realized that screen doesn't really fit. There might have been a milestone I didn't see. Oh, there were milestones. Okay, let me, we'll come back to those milestones. Don't let me forget. But I want to change the screen so this thing never happens again. Just while I'm thinking about it. Let's see, screen history. This is the name of the screen. Bot messages, screen history Zeus. I need to give a little less room to that. Whoops. That should do it. Okay. Okay, zero out. Oh, thanks, Farid. Have a good night. Good to see you. Okay, we're zeroed out. Sounds are loaded. Oh, you know what? Let's do our mouse. Oh, let me get these first. Initialize. Import our track names. Generate these drum fills. We got our drum fills. Make these drum loops. Okay, we got our drum loops. I just got a huge donation from Mr. Robert. Mr. Robert writes, Copyright Defense Fund. Huge donation from Mr. Robert. Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Robert. Huge donation. Copyright Defense Fund. Wow, that's huge. Thank you so much, Mr. Robert. Wow. Thank you. I hope there's, I didn't see it. I hope there's big hype in chat for Mr. Robert for that massive. Wow. Thank you, Mr. Robert. Oh, we got a new follow, Mitunia Lasian. Is that, I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. It's one of these funky names, or maybe you're trying to trick me into saying something. I'm not sure. But I'm going to say Mituna Lasian. Thank you for that follow. Welcome. Let's see. Oh, let me get this milestone up that I missed. If I think I can do this. Yes, we did have a milestone. It was Bierce Brosnan 700's 10th song. Congrats on that milestone. Number 10 for Bierce Brosnan. Okay, fading out. Oh, Zawa Drones. Welcome, Zawa Drones. Oh, and Bowman XS. Bowman is here, and Integer Division is here. Oh, welcome, folks. Let's see. Let's do our melody. Do we have it? Yes. Oh, we're C Mixolydian. Okay, cool. So we're going to quickly make a melody from OBGA 89. And we're going to, so it's going to be a 5-note melody. And let's just include the possibility of that flat third. Okay, let's make our melody. Here it is. OBGA. Okay, here's our chord. And here's our melody we have. I like it. Very simple. I'll probably add to it. Sweet. Thank you, OBJ. We got our melody. Next up, let's check out what is our drum kit. Yeah, Electric Boo answered it. Ableton and Logic with a ton of custom coding in Max for live and jitter. And then all the bots, a lot of the other stuff is coded in FileMaker, JavaScript, SQL, whatever allows me to accomplish what I want to as fast as humanly possible. But anyone who does Ableton Live, Max is an amazing tool to customize Ableton. Let's see. OMG Pete is here. Oh, thanks, Music Chick. Let's see. We got our kit. The Roland TR-909 from Cake Johnson. Let's see. Do we have our... Okay, we got our beats. First time drum loops coming up. Okay, first up. There we go. We got Doug Debug Debug Was it Doug to Bug, Doug D, Bug Do? Here it is, raw from our drum generator. Nice. Okay. So, let's see. What do we do? Let's put it. Let's. You know what? Let's. Yeah. Let's add. We're gonna add 2 kicks. I take it back. 3 kicks. There's our kicks, and then I'm gonna shape these like I like to. I'm gonna lower that snare a lot. Lower that snare a bit. Lower that snare a lot, but these two leave basically the same. Here's Doug DeBug's beat. Yeah, I dig it. Sweet. Thank you, Doug DeBug. And next up, we have Tom Bad Goes Live. How's it going, Tom? Let's see. Let's play it. Here it is. Cool. Let's see. We are gonna put a kick on 1. And drop that. That should be good right there. Here it is. I think, you know what? I think I want that hat there. That's all I'm going to add. Here it is. That's not where I want it. I meant right there. Sweet. We got our beats. Thank you, Doug DeBug, and Tom Bad Goes Live. So, whoops, wrong screen. And I need to be here. And for new folks, the cool thing about the drum generator is every time we get you a drum loop, it's going to be a different beat, but it's always linked to the letters in your username. Let's see, what are our sounds? We got the London bass from Devil's Kimberly. We got the edgy synth bass from 13th Nile. We got Chamber Ensemble from Buddy Nova. We got Zen Space from Electric Blue. Transpad Oct from Frambox. And lastly, first time sound request from Alex Morin. It's the Acid Pulse Wave. Awesome. Okay. You know, not only is the Stay Hydrated bot reminding me to drink water, Stay Hydrated bot, it looks like, is still in my viewer list, which is, you know, helping my view count. Thank you, Stay Hydrated bot. And I think I see it. There's a bunch of other new folks in the list right now. We're all set for requests for this track, but definitely I tried to prioritize new folks on requests. So you definitely get in on the next song, or make some title suggestions too. Okay, let's see. You guys choose which sound starts the improv. We can start one of those drum loops or our London bass, edgy synth bass, chamber ensemble, Zen space, transpad oct. Or transpad oct, or acid pulse wave. Okay. Let's see. I should have faded that in already. So hopefully the cameras will work this time. So let's just double check them. Oh, I gotta focus. I've got to remember to focus camera 2. Oh. There we go. Okay, I'm in the poll. What's chat chosen? And it's a tie. Oh, have I fixed this? It's a tie between London bass and edgy synth bass. So this didn't work on the last show. I didn't test it, but I may have fixed it. I changed some code, but I did not test it. Let's find out. Tiebreaker. Yeah, that's fine. Tethys voted for edgy synth bass. So we're starting with the edgy synth bass. That is a 13 Niles sound. Music Chick says, we need to get you famous so that you can have an assistant. Oh, that would be well, the famous part I don't really care about. The having an assistant would be awesome. That would be really nice. Okay, so Predict did not work, right, on the first song? It hasn't worked on the first songs, the last show either, but it worked on the subsequent songs. So that's a clue. That's a clue is for me to debug it. We'll see. We'll see if it works this time. Okay, let's do it. Fade into black. Time to Etceterate. Let's see. What, is that gonna work? Okay. Thanks for those calves. Is this working? Thank you for those calves. Wow, that was fun. Wait, why is that playing? That's not supposed to be playing. Okay, so I fixed something and I broke something in the process. I guess that's life, right? Oh, game is broken. Nightbot is not working. Is that what's... Let's see. Okay, we got some cheers in there from Broskiff. 3 cheers. Dat trombone, dat soprano sax, and dat vocals. Thank you for those cheers, Broskiff. Nice. 3 cheers. Wow, thank you, Broskiff. Oh, we got a new follow. Chuck Nacky, I think. Thank you for that follow. It's backwards. Oh, you know, Electric Blue. That's intentional. I'm trying to. So I've narrowed things down that creative is not a good channel to stream in. Compare IRL and music are way better. I'm trying to decide which is better overall. For a long time, I was doing IRL when I was talking and music while I was doing music. And it was sort of a wash, but I want to see if IRL does better or worse when I'm playing music. So I'm gathering data. Okay, I should take my note. Dom just gifted a sub to Nightbot. Oh man. Nightbot. We're gonna have to figure out some ways for Nightbot to use those emotes then. Nightbot has one purpose on the channel, to change the game, because I didn't want to have to write it from my bot. I was like, Nightbot can already do it. I'll let Nightbot do. That's the only thing Nightbot does. It says music right now. Yeah, that's what I'm testing. I'm testing things all. Well, maybe I don't understand what we're. Let me check. Yeah, so I'm actually trying to find out if when I'm talking and I'm the music category, what that's like, and if I'm playing music while in the IRL, that's what I'm testing. So it should be reverse. I'm going back and forth. Hey, Richie Mama. Yeah, that's intentional. Hey, Trang VP is here. Hey, Trang. Okay, let's see. Titles. Taking too long. Let's see. What was our word of the song? Our word of the song was what? Solitudinarian, a person who seeks solitude, a recluse. Solitudinarian. Well, let's include what we got from Xylodrones, our new friend Xylodrones. We have the silent solitudinarian. We have from Doug DeBug, we have flying solitudinarian. Let's see, what else? From Kruvek, and then an eagle. Was there an eagle animation or a graphic? Yeah, so anyone wondering about the light shows, I do not pre-program the light shows. I wrote software that's basically like a giant library of video clips and effects and different stuff. And our bot chooses different clips and superimposes them over things. And so I do not plan any of what you guys see. I mean, I choose what clips to give to the bot for its total database, but not per song. Let's see. We got two more. From Phantasms, we have from Room, we have Phantasms, and one last one we have one last one. One last one. Keeper of the Gates from Andran. Keeper of the Gates. Okay, those are your title options. And let me do a couple shout outs. We had from Shaolin Mother Funk. We have Mustardinarian. Sweet Glow in the Studio, Devils is Kimberly. And let's see, I'll do two more. Celestial Fission, I forgot how to say that. Fission from Broskiff. And from Enigma, Solitudinarian Soliloquy. Okay, what did I do? I did some trombone and sax. I had this embarrassing realization after yesterday's or Monday's show. So sometimes you'll see me play stuff, you won't hear it. Like when I first pick up the trombone or sax, the flute, I'll play for a second and I won't have the mic on because usually that's the first time I've played the instrument since the last time you saw me play the instrument, which means maybe a day, a week, because I don't have the time to practice anymore. But apparently the mic was on direct, not going through Ableton Live, going direct to OBS. So when I was, so you definitely heard some things you weren't supposed to hear, where I was not even trying to play in the key of what we were doing. I was just trying to get some notes out. I saw that and I was, oh man, awkward. Let's see. Oh, and the poll is ended. What is it? And it's Andran has named it Keeper of the Gates. Awesome. This track now known as Keeper of the Gates. Thanks again to Dom for gifting a sub to Nightbot. Nightbot, sub Nightbot. Now we just need... wait, why did that quit? That's not good. That is unexpected. What just quit? An application, key application just disappeared. Okay, so let's start getting ready. So if there are any new folks, well, I know there's some new folks here. So what you just heard was totally improvised, for better or worse. I don't have anything planned on this show musically. I make stuff up using the requests you guys make. So if you're new, I'd love to get you in on the improvisation we're about to do. The easiest way to get involved is to run the drum loop command, ! Drum loop, one word, and drum fill, because I only have 2 drum loops per song, but I have 10 drum fills. And if you have time, you can request a sound. You can listen to, there's about 1,000 different sounds. If you don't have time for that, you could just do a sound random request, ! Sound random, and our bot will randomly choose a sound on your behalf. If you understand what a beep what BPM means, beats per minute. You can request the speed of the track. You can request the song key. And all these things you can type random in it if you just want to get a random request. And our newest feature is melody. You can now request melodies be generated from your usernames. Oh, thanks, Trank VP. Yeah, I don't know why I let the old look last as long as it did. I think the big problem with the old look is that I think people browsing through a music category, they look at it and it just looks like some guy doing a PowerPoint presentation, you know? Because I'm off in the corner. You can't, all you see is like a little tiny part of the keyboard. Probably most people wouldn't notice it. You see this text on screen that doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, I probably should have done, well, easy hindsight is 2020, right? Oh, sweet. We got 2 new drum loops coming up. But I don't know. It could be a total coincidence. It could be a total coincidence, but these first 2 shows with the new setup, it seems like, and maybe it's just, you know, regulars are excited to see something different, but it does seem like we're getting a lot more requests, getting a lot more chat interaction. So let's see. Okay, let's see. Electric Blue says, does Dom fill make drum fills? Yes. Basically, here's a tip. You can if you put the word fill, any word, if you do exclamation point, blank, blankety, blankety, blank fill, it could be drum fill, it could be rum fill, it could be anything with fill in it gets turned into a drum fill. But the best drum fill is the Dom fill in honor of Dom Dude 64, our amazing mod, a fellow streamer, without whom we would have many songs with bots with drum fills generated by our bot rather than by humans. So in honor of Dom, that's definitely the best drum fill request to make, is a Dom fill. Okay, that one was. Let's do another one. Oh boy. Let's see. So Flabs just does Phil. Yeah, that works. Electric Boo says Dr. Phil. So that would not work, but if you did Dr. Fill, that would work. And actually, while I'm just working with the bot to get our request for the next track, what I'd love to get, I only have one venue, looks like one venue suggestion for our next show. So for new folks, every show has a venue, which is just a way to remember the show rather than just saying the show on, March 12th. And the idea of venue can get pretty abstract. So venue is very broad. And every show I do, I release as an album on Bandcamp, and the venue name becomes the album name as well. So if you want to suggest some venues, so I have a good list for the next show. That'd be great. While I just get these last little. When I get our bot work. Oh, we got some new folks requesting sounds. Awesome. Allegra just did a drum fill nor'easter. Allegra, are you on the East Coast? Are you dealing with a big snowstorm or something? Dr. Zimanowitz just stumbled into the channel. It takes a second to figure out, but it's like riding a bike. Once you figure it out, it is super easy. But it has so much. I like to think the channel has a lot of depth to it, because there's so many different ways you can participate, and actively influence what happens on the show, what happens in chat. So I hope for new folks, I know it just seems like crazy complicated. It isn't. After you've watched a show or two, you'll know how to do every single thing on the channel pretty much. Okay, we got a request. Oh, Dr. Zimonowitz says, I don't mean the commands, I mean technically. I'm insane. That's the explanation. I'm insane. I was sort of, I'm not sure if it was the wisest thing for me to try to put this all together. I can be a little obsessive. Once I have an idea, it causes me pain if it doesn't come to life. Let's see. We got a bunch of milestones. Let's see. First up, first request ever. Look at there. There it is. Our new friend, Dr. Zimonowitz. Am I saying that right? Dr. Zimonowitz. Zimonowitz. Is that it? Dr. Zimonowitz? Dr. Zimonowitz. So, new folks, if you want to, so it's important to me to be able to say your names correctly. If I'm butchering your name, you can run the Say My Name command to correct me. You can also slightly modify your name to something different. You'll notice I refer to a lot of people in chat differently than what their username is, and that's because they've asked me to. Now, I'm happy to change names provided it's still obviously part of your original name or there's some connection so people know who I'm talking about. Okay, we got Dr. Zimonowitz. First sound for Dr. Zimonowitz. We have a first drum loop ever for MSK 084. Congrats on that first drum loop. And it's Xylodrone's first melody. Let's see. And one more milestone. It said Dr. Zimonowitz said Chris. Well, so I need to include some part of the username so people know who Chris is, right? So I'm happy to call you Chris Zimonowitz, or I don't know, Dr. Chris, Dr. Zim Chris, some combination that has so people know, so that when you have glory, right, when you do something amazing, and I say, hey, Chris did it, and everyone's like, who's Chris? So it has to be some combination, just so everyone knows. Let's see what else. But welcome all, and we have Shaolin Mother Funk's first drum loop ever. First drum loop ever. And then we got some milestones. This is Integer Division's fifth drum fill and Germ Aximus's. Is that how I'm supposed to say it? So Germaximus recently changed the emphasis. It used to be Germaximus, right? Emphasis on the max. Now it's emphasis on the germ. Germaximus. Is Germaximus's fifth BPM. Okay. Let's see. Let's start getting ready for this track. 0 out. Oh, Buddy Nova's now just Buddy? That sounds good, Buddy. When I was in college, I just remembered it became this thing at this house I lived at. It was a co-op, and to call everyone Buddy. Hey, Buddy. Hey, Buddy. Everyone's, I don't know why I just thought of that. Well, I know why I thought of it, because of Buddy Nova. Our best buddy in chat, Buddy Nova. Okay, we got our sounds loaded. Unfortunately, Trang put a space between the exclamation point and Say My Name, it looks like. So that's not going to go through. Maybe that was intentional. Tubi won't know that it was a command. Oh, was there a water instruction? I'm going to drink some water anyway. Okay, let's see. We got... Why don't I have background? So the background music got all messed up. Recorded song playback. And background... I broke it. I fixed one thing and I broke another thing. Not working. Okay. So, initialize. Load our track names. So a lot of you probably wonder, what am I talking about when I say load the track names or load our tracks or import our tracks? In Ableton Live, there's a vertical track which has a sound on it, right? And I need to know what the sound is so I know what I'm going to play, right? I need to see it. And so when I say load the track names, it's my bot is going into the SQLite database, getting the names of the sounds you guys have requested. Now, meanwhile, those sounds are being loaded by the bot into Logic Pro. So the sounds are not actually in Ableton Live, but the MIDI, the instructions for when I record something for one of the sounds, it's like numbers. The numbers essentially of what I just played get recorded into Ableton Live, and then they're sent to Logic, and they're converted into the sounds you hear, and then they're sent back as audio to Ableton Live so that I can do effects on them and do different stuff. So anyway, that's when I say, okay, we got those, and then generating our drum fills. That's just me. That's just me pressing import button on the drum loop generator. And Live just crashed on me. Let me get this screen back. Train VP says, where's Doc Bizzle? So Doc's a streamer. Doc is an active streamer now. He's a great singer and keyboard player. His shows are, I think, a lot earlier than mine. Dr. Zemanowitz says, Kid, I use Ableton Live too, but never use Twitch to input MIDI sounds. Yeah, it's definitely not something that Ableton Live does out of the box. That would have been awesome. I only code out of necessity. I'm not someone who goes, oh, great, I get to do some coding now. I'm so excited. It's more like, oh, I have this idea and nobody else has written code that will accomplish it, so I'm going to have to do it. But that's not, there are elements of coding I do enjoy. I don't want to be totally negative about it. I'm not a gamer. I've really, someday I hope to be. But I think there's a connection. There's a reason why I think a lot of programmers like gaming. And I think what makes coding and gaming unique is that you fail over and over again, but you also succeed over and over again. You write some code, something doesn't work, you have to fix it. Something else doesn't work, you have to fix it. So there's very few things in our life where we fail and succeed as frequently, right? In most jobs, if you have a failure, it's a huge deal, right? It's just a huge deal. Like, oh man, you've been working on this project for 3 months and it didn't work. With coding, you fail every minute or every 10 minutes or every hour, something breaks and you have to figure it out. But you also get that reward. And so failures aren't traumatic when you're coding, I think, for me at least. Because it's like, okay, I know I can fix it. I've had this happen before. And failure isn't even the right word, but things not going as planned, right? It happens all the time when you're coding. Okay, I'm talking too much. Whoops. Look at me, I screwed that up. Let me try one more time. Okay, we got our drum fills loaded. Let's get these drum loops so we can get to our music. Okay. Trang VP says, don't make assumptions about my life. Coders aren't the only people who fail all the time. You guys wanted to see the screen? Yeah, I'll show the screen for just a second. We're about to go out. Well, you know what? Well, yeah, I'll show the screen in just a second. We got some new follows. Temp fail. How appropriate. Temp fail. We're talking about failing. And Carry1008. Thank you for those follows. I think it's that when you have to deal with things not working out over and over again, they don't feel like failures anymore. That's the key, right? I think when people first start coding, they they write their code and it doesn't work, and they feel like, oh man, this is awful, right? But my belief is that coding, and some coders might disagree with me, but to me, coding is not the hour you spend writing your code. Coding is what happens after you finish writing your code and it doesn't work. That's when you start coding, is figuring out why your code didn't work. Because it's easy to just write a bunch of code, but coding, it's that part. You need to love that part. You need to be, or maybe not love it, but you need to be okay with the fact that when you finish writing your code, it will not work. Or it will work for a little while and then something won't happen, Okay, let's see. Come on, kid. Don't talk so much. Hey, Tom says, I don't hear any music. Oh, my voice is low? Is it? Yeah, I can turn it up a bit. There we go. Okay, let's do our melody. Oh, voice is okay, so now I'm too out. Yeah, I don't have background music on at the moment because I broke it. Okay, let's do our melody. I gotta hurry. I'm talking way too long on this break. I'm gonna scare away all the new people. Let's see. Okay, we got our melody. This comes from Xylodrones. Okay, we're in B Dorian. So let's make our melody for Xylodrones. Okay, there's where our chord base is. Here's our melody. Hi, that's nice. I dig it. Thank you, Xylodrones. Okay, our drum kit, here it is. We got the Trance Remix kit. Oh, let's see. Whoops. Okay, here is okay, that looks a little problematic on screen, but we all know that the rest of that is funk. Funk. Here's Shaolin Mother Funk. Raw from our generator. I'm leaving it totally raw. Totally raw. Doesn't need anything. I dig it. There it is. 100% raw for Shaolin. Next up, we got MSK 084. Here it is. So one of the things about the drum generator is that the numbers, when I coded, I thought I had it coded so the numbers work, and basically numbers are silence. So there's anytime you have a number in your username, it's going to be silence. I think we're gonna leave some of that silence, but I think I'm gonna put a snare there. That snare I'm gonna drop a bit, and that I'm gonna drop. But we're going to leave lots of space in this beat. Here it is, MSKO 84. Nice. There it is. We got our beats. Okay, so there we go. Tri bass. So our sounds. First up, we got tri bass. From Frambox, we got Bright Keys. From Dorf, we got Trance Strings from Kruvek. Marimba V2 from Doug DeBug. Phasing Sweeper from Dr. Zimanowicz. Slow Swells from Moonraker 0071. Okay, those are your sound options. No, MSK did not ruin it. The numbers, it makes something that would not have existed otherwise. And the cool thing, again, MSK is every time you request your beat, it's going to be slightly different. Well, sometimes dramatically different, but it will always have silence where the numbers are. But a lot of great beats have been generated from those beats that have silence in them. Let's do a title challenge on this track. So you can submit any title you want, but I'm going to be especially looking for titles Let's do the one-word title challenge. I'm going to be especially looking for titles that are just one word. The perfect one word. Okay. 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 That's good to know. Thanks, Dr. Zimanowicz. I'm glad it was not something wrong on my end. Although that being said, I need to sit down and improve the levels, overall levels on the show. I know they're not ideal. I'm curious for any of the new folks in chat today, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but I'm curious how many of you are here because you were just browsing the music category and you saw the show's thumbnail or IRL, or did you find us because you were part of a host or... Okay, I'm ending the poll. What's chat chosen? And it doesn't quite fit. It's Shaolin's beat. It doesn't quite fit on the screen. That's interesting how it did it. Nice. We're starting out with Shaolin's beat. Okay. I'm sorry I spoke so long. We'll do one more song after this one, and I'm going to be real speedy so I won't talk as much. Did Predict work on the second track? Okay, let's do it. I'm going to start. Dr. Potato found from browsing. Nice. Okay, let's do it. Time to Etceterate. Hey. Okay. Is this going to work? There we go. Why is that going right away? Oh, so now it works. Mystifying. Thanks for those calves. Oh, Flabs says predict worked. Oh wait, we got two background musics happening at the same time. What did I do to the background music? Did you guys notice the melody? There's the melody generated right now. Oh, sweet. Oh, I never showed the screen. Yeah, I'll show you guys really quick. Let me see. How do I switch to the screen? There's my Ableton Live. So when the song started, it looked like this. Like these were all gone. So that's what was generated during the song, is this stuff. And then this over here, these are the drum loops. Shaolins and MSKs. These are the drum fills. And then right here, the way Ableton Live works out of the box is that if you want to trigger a whole bunch of sounds, like a section of a song, what you do is you put them all in the same row, right? And then you press play over here, and it would play everything on that row. That doesn't work for the way I like to do things. That's very limited. So what I created is what I call sections, where I can have clips on different rows that can be saved together. Because sometimes I'll take a clip from the first part of the song and use it in a later part of the song. And so when I save a section of a song, it goes right here under the X. And then I can trigger different sections that I've saved and different combinations of sections that are not just linear across. And down here is the drum generator plugin. Okay, I said I wasn't going to talk too long, so let's get to our yeah. And the reason for the X is all the plugins I wrote for Ableton Live start with X1X as their prefix. So X1X Master is the main plugin I use in Ableton Live. X1X Generator is the drum generator. Sorry about camera 3. I know it was a horrible angle and it had the Q menu. You know, I just recently added this fourth camera. And so I don't have a memory card that lasts long enough. And so once the memory card stops, it goes to the Q menu. And then the reason the angle was messed up and why it was like you just saw me from the back was, well, this cable that's attached to the camera yanked it out of position, and it's going to be messed up for the rest of the show. I can't really easily fix it until after the show. Dr. Zmanowitz says, can you do a beat in 3/4? Unfortunately, no. I'll explain why. Oh, we got some donations from Trang VP. No message. Get the music going for your new viewers. Thanks for the reminder. That was like an hour ago. Thanks, Trang. Sorry I'm so slow. Brosk, if we got a... Thank you, Trang. And Brosk, if we had 2 cheers, Dap Flute and Nap Vocals. Yeah, let's hurry. Let's quickly, very quickly. I want to get to our next track. I don't want to take forever on this. We got a new follow from Elijah TB123. Okay, so we're going to do our titles really quick. Yeah, when I coded everything, let me get these real quick. One-word titles. I'm going to go real fast. From Interstellar, we have Andromeda. From MSK084, we got Genesis. From Flavs, we have Skyscraper. From integer division, convolution. And one last one. From Dr. Potato 762, resonance. Okay, those are your title options. And some other titles really quick. From Dr. Zmanowitz, we had Groove Salad. From Xylodrones, we have Kaleidoscope. From Doug DeBug, we have Eons. Okay, awesome. And what did I do? I did some... Did I play trombone? I just did voice, right? Oh, I did some flute. I take notes because I put them in the liner notes of the album and stuff. Otherwise, I'd never remember if I didn't do it right off the song. Oh, thanks, Broskiff. Have a good night. Oh, we got a new a resub from Exec 2 months. Exec writes, the best title is the one no one has thought of yet. Thanks for the resub, Exec. Thank you. Okay, what'd you guys choose? And Chad has chosen Dr. Potato's 762's title, Resonance. Nice. One word title challenge. Dr. Potato 762 has named it Resonance. Okay, let's see how fast we can get to the this next track. Now, thanks again, Broska, for all those cheers. Whoops. John is here. Okay, create a new empty track. Okay, let's see. Getting these requests in. Here we go. Sorry, just getting these last things. I see OBJ's drum fill of Freebird. Okay, we got a request. Let's see, can I keep this under 10 minutes? No, that's me. I don't think I will. We'll get close. We got some milestones. First up, it's going to be Tom Bad Goes Live's first BPM. I feel like there should be another first. I feel like it's missing a first. Because I think, isn't this your first melody integer division? Why did it not show? Huh. And then we have, this is Andran's 10th sound request, Integer Division's 10th request overall, Moonraker's 0071's 5th request overall, and Integer Division's 5th song. Congrats on those milestones. Yeah, one of the down things, my main laptop, my main screen is there, and so it just makes me have horrible posture because I'm always looking down at it. Okay, zeroing out. Okay. Let's see, import, initialize, import our track names, generate our drum fills. We got our drum fills, making our drum loops. We got our loops, okay. Oh, we got a new follow, Johann Bach. Johann Bach. I remember I created a character in college. Johann Bok Choy. Johann Bok Choy was this, I don't know what I did with this character. I can't remember. Johann Bok Choy. Okay, let's see. We got those imported. Let's fade this out. Let's do our melody. Our melody is from Integer Division. There it is. Okay, we're in, what are we in? We're in G major. Let's make the melody for Integer Division. So we used 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We used 12, just 12 of the... Oh, starting on the 4th, that's gutsy. That's nice. Thank you, Integer Division. So I will play those notes in that order at some point during the song. The rhythm will be up to me, and I might start making variations on it. Let's see. Our drum kit is the Ghost Town kit. This comes from memory card full. You got to be kidding me. Okay, hold on. There we go. The problem is these cameras, the quality is much lower and the colors are messed up if you use them without recording at the same time. It's really annoying. Okay, drum loops. We got, first up we have Mr. Robert. Here it is, Mr. Robert. Here's Mr. Robert. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, did we just have a raid? Welcome. I didn't see it. I didn't see who it was, but welcome raiders. We're making 2 beats quick, and then we're gonna demo sounds, and we're gonna do an improvisation in probably a couple minutes. But first up, here's Mr. Robert. I think I'm just gonna add a kick drum, and that's it. That one kick at the beginning. Other than that, I'm digging it. Just gonna do a little volume work. Here it is, Mr. Robert's beat. Nice. Next up, Dom says your stream went wub wub from the camera. I guess wub. What do you wub wub? What's that? Did things? Am I okay now? Next up, we got Kruvek. Here's Kruvek. It's good to see you, Kruvek. How are things been? There it is. Nice. Thank you, Kruvek. We got our beats. So check out our sounds. First up, it's flutes 2 octaves from Rune. Howdy, Rune. We got metal drum ping from Kantar. We have Funky Lick Stratocaster from Shaolin Mother Funk. We got Abraxas Attack from Andran. We got Fairy XLFO from Trang. And we have Funk Pulse Lead from Allegra. Okay, you guys choose which sound starts the improv. This is the last step before the improv. It could be one of our drum loops or the flute plus octaves pipe organ, our metal drum, our Funky Lick Stratocaster, Abraxas Attack, Fairy XLFO, Funk Pulse Lead. Sorry, I still didn't see if there was a raid, but again, thank you to whoever the host raid was, if it happened. If it did happen, mods, can you do a shout out for them? But welcome, as anyone new, I see 11 North. I want a cheer from 11 North. Hey, thanks, 11 North. Okay. And you know what? Let me just check. Let me check camera 3. Oh, hey, thanks, Richie Mama. Thank you so much for hanging out. Yeah, I hope to see you again. Oh, and some other new folks. Marluke Harp. Let's see. Okay, I'm into the poll. What's chat chosen? It's no surprise. It's Abraxas Attack. Abraxas Attack from Andran. Cool. Let's do it. So anyone who's just joining, everything I do in the show is improvised, except for the drum loops and drum fills that come from chat, and now sometimes a melody, but everything else is improvised using requests. You guys choose the sounds, and you guys all get to name it too. So let's see. Let's do it. Time to Etceterate. Here we go. Can we switch to camera? Switch to camera 4. There we go. Oh man. Is anyone still watching? I can't even change my... I can't do anything here. Everything's locked up. There we go. Oh, there are people still here. Oh, good. And some loud background music, which I don't know why that's starting. Let me get that. I don't know why that is happening. OBJ, whatever happened to 10 minutes? I didn't say the music was me under 10 minutes. I said the talking in between was going to be under 10 minutes, and it wasn't. It was like still like 20 minutes. Oh, thanks for those calves. Thanks, Rune. Integer Division says, nope, everyone left. Oh, we got a resub from Woodawee, 7 months. Thank you, Woodawee. Oh, we had a cheer from 11 North. Thank you, 11 North, for that cheer. Oh, and a donation from Dom. Dom writes, that last track. Yeah, I haven't done a long track in a while, have I? I feel like this is the longest in a while. Hi, ClaraBowBunny's here. And our new friend, Dr. Zemanowitz is still here. And Moonraker is still here. Oh, glad. Enigma, I see. Okay, let's do your titles. You know, I think what helps me get pumped about songs, I always forget to do this, is to turn up the volume in my headphones. I don't know what is, something's on me. Must be the dig-a-do. It's so funny how volume works. If you're a musician, you turn yourself up and you go, "Oh man, it sounds pretty good." But the thing is that the best way to really sort of challenge yourself is to hear yourself very quietly. You notice a lot of things you don't notice when things are loud. But Dr. Zamanowitz says, you have to admit you're addicted to improvising. I am. I'll tell you why. I think... Oh, hey, Tom Vago's live. Tom just wrote, this last 30 minutes made me not regret staying here for this long. That was simply brilliant. Thank you so much. So Tom stays up super late. It's like 5 a.m. for you, right? So yeah, thank you for staying up so late. Yeah, I mean the thing about I think the reason I love improv so much is that I love uncertainty. I love discovering something unexpected. I love being put in a situation that's a little uncomfortable. I've talked about this before. This was not true on this track. I felt pretty good about the track through the whole thing. But a lot of times when I do longer tracks, it's because it doesn't work at first. Like I can't figure anything out that feels right to me. I haven't done justice to the sounds you guys have requested. But I like being in that position because it really forces me to sort of go outside my comfort zone. And it's just, it's exciting, you know? It's exciting to be in that strange, unfamiliar place. Let's do our titles. Let's see. Almost 6 a.m. where Shaolin is. 4:44 for Dr. Zmanowitz. 5:44. Are you guys are all in Europe? See, I'm toying with starting a show 7 hours earlier. 7 hours earlier. Well, not 7 hours. 4 hours earlier, which means it would start 7. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, Integer Division says Night Owl is the best. AV64 is almost at midnight in Montreal. Yeah, Rune's in Europe. Moonraker 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Shaolin is in Finland. Yeah. I should do a more European friendly show. Oh, Tom lives in Finland too? Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Let's see. Okay, let's do some titles. Titles. What was the word of the day? Exuberant. Let's see. From Shaolin Mother Funk, we have Sideways 8. From Johann Bach, we got Max Out. From Dr. Zmanowitz, we have Departures. From ClaraBowBunny, we got Shadow of Dust. One last title. From OBJ. From OBJ. Man, OBJ, a lot of good titles here, OBJ. Molecules in Motion. Molecules in Motion. Okay, those are your title options. I'm gonna do a bunch of. Wait, why didn't it let me do? Oh, there it goes. Do a bunch of shout outs. There were so many good titles. Let's see what else. Well, you guys vote on that. We had we had Melodrama from Train VP. 128 bits required. Woodoo. Collide Escape from Integer Division. The audience is now deaf. Did it get really loud? I hope it didn't get all too crunchy. From Dom, The Exuberance of Man. Oh, there it is with the word of the day. Oh, that is a good one from Mr. Robert. The Exuberance of Man. The Story of Los Angeles, John. The Cycle of Freedom from Tom Bad Goes Live. The City of Mages, Devils is Kimbley. Doug DeBug with Max Stopped Working. Yeah, we lost our light show. We lost our cameras. But I kept going. What else we have? Composure from Enigma. Salmon. Salmon from Buddy and Half Shell. Turtle Power from Buddy. Bending Time. Oh, wow. Bending Time from Andran. Bermuda Triangle from Moonraker 0071. Oh, let's see. A few more. Dimethyltryptamine. I think I know what that is. From Dr. Potato 762. Exuberant Murloc Heart from Heart. And from Rune, Exuberant Perfection. Oh, thank you guys. Let's see. Let me just take my notes quick. Oh, yeah, it's under poll. And chat has chosen, it's a tie between Shadows of Dust and Molecules in Motion. So let's do a tiebreaker. And Athena has chosen option number 4, which is ClaraBowBunny's title. Shadow of Dust. Shadow of Dust takes it. It was close between Molecules in Motion. All those titles were awesome. Congrats to ClaraBowBunny for Shadows of Dust. Let me take my song notes quick. Eventually, I want to add. I know people are like, "What is he singing?" I do want to experiment at some point of actually singing lyrics, improvised lyrics. Maybe from that I'm inspired. Like I watch the titles as they're coming in, and maybe I do something from the titles. I think usually when people do improvised lyrics, they sort of do silly stuff, which is fun. But since if I did it, I'd want to try to do stuff that actually fits with, what's happening, and that's hard. That's really hard. I don't have quite the experience improvising with language as I do with sound. Let's see. I did some rows on this. I did some dig-a-da-do. I did some singing. I did some kazoo. Did I play any other instruments? I think that was it. Or did I do melodica? I can't remember. Yeah, I think I did melodica. I think that was it. One thing I started working on, and I just haven't finished it, I did most of the prep work, was I was going to, I got all these old nursery rhymes. And nursery rhymes actually have really cool lyrics sometimes. And what I was going to do is I was going to have you guys be able to request these lyrics. But because I wouldn't know what the key was, I'd still have to make up melodies from scratch using these lyrics. I still want to do that at some point. But I can't. I need to just promote the show. Remember, anytime I start talking about new features, say, kid, you can't do that. You have to promote the show. Like, that's what I have to with my energy. As much as I want to just do new features. Let's see. We got a few things left. Let's look at our set list. We did 4 tracks today. It was part of the Hawke's Nest show. Our venue is the Hawke's Nest, part of the March of the Etceterati tour. We did 4 tracks. ClaraBowBunny named 2 tracks. Curvature, Keeper of the Gates, Resonance, and Shadow of Dust. Tom Van Goes Live says, which of our misheard lyrics was closest to the right one? I don't know. I don't think lyrics when I'm singing on the show. I'm just making sounds. So I might unconsciously sing some words, but it's not intentional. Integer Division says, focus, kid, focus. Yeah, I'm not the best. Okay, we got a few things left. There's our set list. Did Predict work? Oh, thanks, buddy. Did Predict work on that last track? Did anyone go over 36 minutes? Oh, I can check. Oh, Integer Division did 3,500 seconds, but I think that was too much, right? So Dom got it with 1749. Did that work? So 36 times 60. Yeah, Dom was still closer. So Predict seemed to work on it. Just doesn't work on the first track. Why would it not work on the first track? Okay. Oh yeah, the BPM speed up. I forgot about that, and the slowdown. That's something that's really cool about Ableton Live. Ableton Live was a game changer when they came out. Is the way I was able to record those vocals and then slow them down without them being like totally destroyed is really cool. Okay, let's do our shout outs. Let's see. Shout out time. We got thank yous. I wish I had a different. Oh, I could do it from that screen. Wait, how do I? Why don't I see them? Oh, there. That's why. Okay, first up, our amazing mods tonight. We had, who do we have? Be Crafty was here. ClaraBowBunny, Dom, Franbox, Music, and Tubi. Thank you so much for your help tonight. We had hosts and raids from Dom and Fall Raid. Thank you for those hosts and raids. We had Dom gifted a sub to Nightbot. We had 7-month reset from Broskiff, 11 months from Flabs, 2 months from Exec Tech, and 7 months from Woodawee. Thank you so much for those subs and resubs. We had a huge donation from Mr. Robert. Thank you so much, Mr. Robert. We had donations from Niplar, Dom, Trang, and another from Dom. Dom, thank you. Dom, three. Dom, so much tonight. Thank you so much, Dom. I'll take care, Trang. Hey, Deadlocks. Well, I'm actually just finishing the show, but the way it works is that everything I do is made up from Spot. So I don't work like other Twitch streamers. So you don't request songs. What you do instead is you request musical elements. So you can request all the sounds I use. I could turn Deadlocks, your username, into a drum beat for the song. You can request how fast it is, all sorts of stuff. So it's super interactive. It's actually, you have a lot more impact on this show than you do in probably almost any other music show on Twitch. But we're just at our end. But I hope you'll come back. This is a good segue. It's a good segue into, we had cheers first. We had 800 bits from Broskiv, a cheer from Kate Johnson, and 11 North. Thank you so much for those cheers. Let me just, because people might start heading out. My next show is going to be Monday next week. There is a very high chance that I'm bringing back Friday shows next week. And potentially the week after, I might start doing super long shows on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, like 7 or 8 hour shows. We'll see. I got to do everything possible at this point. This is the last lap. This is the Hail Mary. This is make it or break it time for the kid. But yeah, next week, 99% chance we'll have 3 shows. But this week it's just Monday, Wednesday. Thank you to our lurkers and chatters. We've got one last thing to do. 2 last things. We got our shout out. If you've never seen the shout out before, here's how it works. These 38 names you see on screen either named our current tour, named tonight's venue, named one of our 4 songs tonight, and or made a request that made it onto one of the tracks. My goal is to say all their names in one breath without stopping, without breathing, one breath. My record's around 60, so 38 should be no problem. You might notice I say some of their names differently. I'm not cheating. I'm honoring their say my name requests. I'm going to have to cut cameras to a different camera so I can see my list. Okay. Devil's Giveaway says, Friday shows are back. Not this week, but almost certainly next week. Tonight, we featured the following extraordinary members of the Twitch universe who came together for this show, and this show only. You will never see these 38 names together on screen ever again. This was a one-time experience. Here we go. Big breath. Oh, we got a bunch of new names. I might choke. I might not make it through. Let me just... Okay, here we go. Alex Moore, Allegra, Andrew Ambier's Protestant, 700, Roasted Buddy, Kate Johnson, ClaraBowBunny, Devil's Assembly, Dr. Potato 762, Dom Dorf, Dr. Zemanowitz, Dr. Doug Debug, Electro Boo, Enigma Flabs, Framboxer, Maximus, Hydrofox, Integer Vision, John, Jubal, Kantar, Kruvek, Moonraker, 0071, Miss Robert, MSK 084, Niplar, OBJ, Qubit, Rune, Shaolin, Mother, Funk, 13th Nile, Tom Bad Goes Live, Trang BP, and Xylodrones. We did it. We did it. Okay, back to camera 4. Thank you. Though I said your name fast, the reason I do this shout out, and I've done it, every show since I had the idea to do the shout out, I must have done the shout out, I don't know, at least 150 times at this point, because this show is improvised, because I have nothing planned in advance. I have no, sheet music. I have no pre-recorded loops. I depend on you guys to inspire me. And I think once you've seen at least a couple shows, it becomes pretty obvious how a single sound, a single drum loop will inspire me to make something I never would have otherwise. Like these songs you heard tonight, literally, they exist because of your requests. If you had made different requests, it would have been different music. So thank you to all y'all for making this show what it is. Okay, we got two last things. We're going to roll our sub credits. If you're a sub, you get a custom credit at the end of the show. You can have multiple credits, and our bot will pick a different one each show. Let me read a few of them. We got Driver of the Winnebago, Reginald Delaware, Assistant Mr. Hawke, Mr. Robert, Dissonant Bells, #1 fan, Allegra, Provider of Craigasms, Frambox, Hydro Porcelain Technician, Schmosh. I guess I should put something here as wide, our Snack Weed, Music Shake, Level 8, Dwarf Cleric, OBJ, The Strongest, Jojo, Devils is Kimberly. Okay, I'm behind. Oh, thank you, Dr. Zmanowitz. Oh, did you just do a new Say My Name? Tom Bad Goes Live? I haven't seen it yet. The bot only tells me say my names every once in a while. Let me see. And I don't have an easy way to grab it, but I will see it. And so next show, as long as it retains some part of your username, that's my rule for Say My Name, just so people know who I'm talking about. But unfortunately, I can't easily access it at the moment. So what we have, the last thing we're going to do, the very last thing we're going to do, is we're going to do a raid. Now, ended up being a longer show than I was intending to do. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, let's... This guy's given me a bunch of raids before. I can't remember if we've ever raided him, but I'm psyched to. Okay, if you've never done a raid before, here's how it's going to work. I think it actually happens automatically. You're going to be sent to this other streamer's channel into their chat room and their screen. And paste in our raid call. It's Etceterati. Oh, Tom Bad is going to be just Tom Bad. I got it. Let's see. Okay. Why am I fading that out? Did I already press the raid to start? I hope I didn't. Oh no, we got more stuff. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you for hanging out. I hope to see you very soon. If not Monday, then Wednesday next week. If not then Friday most likely, or the following week, month, year, decade, century, millennium, eon, whenever it is, it will be groovy to see you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Do this raid. Thanks for hanging out with me to the end through a epically long track. Oh, there's my schedule. Perfect timing. Okay, let's do this raid. I'm fading out momentarily. I'm starting the raid. There it goes. Now I'm fading to black. I'll see you guys later.